want to give you a very warm welcome here at Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex here in Libertyville, Illinois in early September here. We have a great matchup on tap here tonight between the Libertyville Wildcats and the Naperville North Huskies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jathan Nickerson.
I'm Max Shores.
So tonight, this is both of these teams' second game. However, they have different starts to the season. The Wildcats started off their season with a Week 1 win against Lamont, 24-14. But Naperville North lost to their conference rivals New Trier, 20-14. I was able to speak with Coach Magnuson, the defensive coach on the Libertyville Wildcats, before the game. He said there were some few key players in the Cats' win against Lamont last week. An unlikely start, Jack Zabin was 3 for 3 on field goals and had a 73-yard punt, a pivotal changing point in that last game. Eric Waldorf had 9 solo tackles with 3 tackles for a loss. Nick Ori, the new receiver for the Wildcats, had a 74-yard touchdown reception on offense and was just as effective on the defensive side of the ball with an interception. And Brock Williams, tight end, had 4 receptions for 83 yards. So, Max, what are the Cats' keys to the game today?
Well, it's no doubt about it that there was a great debut from the Wildcats. Last week, I spoke with wide receiver coach Mr. Ori, and he just wanted to emphasize staying on track, not getting too emotionally high after a big win against an opponent like that. As well as, according to Coach Magnuson, Naperville North loves to run a lot of RPOs, so they just want to make sure to stay very solid against those, not to give up too many of those big explosive plays, control the rock from early on, and then slowly ease into the pass game, and that should leave them with a W here tonight.
One of the things I noticed about Naperville North's last game, they love to run the ball. They have 2 lefty quarterbacks. One loves to throw and one likes to run, but they ran the ball 65% of the time last week, which is really, you don't see that too much in high school football.
No,
you know,
surely don't.
Our Cats certainly don't do that, but like Magnuson said, he said they need to be super solid in the gaps on defense today, as they are going to get hurt with the run game if they are not.
Some of the key players here for the Wildcats tonight, Mr. Ori was saying O-line as a whole really was one of the biggest factors in coming out of here with a win tonight. Sawyer Kopala, Miles Bateski especially, want to establish the run early on, pound the rock into the ground, establish control in those trenches, assert dominance early on, really.
Exactly, yeah. That's Cats definitely need to do that. They had probably a tighter win that they would have liked against Lamont, but Max, I know you were saying a big key to this game is that offensive line, and that is definitely for a specific reason. Naperville North, their defensive end, number 8, Gabriel Hill, who is committed to Indiana, is going to be a big problem tonight. Coach Magnuson was talking about how if they aren't able to stop him and shut that down, Trevor Walsh is going to have a rough night in the pocket. I definitely think stopping them will be the key of the game. We are going to go downfield to our own sideline reporter, Brady, where he is going to interview head coach Tim Budge.
First home game at head coach. I'm sure there's a lot of emotion. Walk me through some of your emotions.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Just going to be a great night. We have a great group of guys. Yeah, no, I'm just really excited. Just our home games are something special. Like everybody doesn't have this. It's really a great experience.
Number 8 on Naperville North, Gabriel Hill. How do you game plan for such a player?
Yeah, no, it's tough. He's a good player, but I think the biggest thing is just knowing where he's at all the time. That's been our focus this week.
What was the message coming out of the locker room for the guys?
The message is pretty usual. I just tell them to play as hard as they can, as long as they can, not to worry, and we want to stay connected, be a brotherhood, and let's go out there and play for each other.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck. And that was Coach Budge for the Libertyville Wildcats.
Thank you, Brady. Cats getting ready on the sidelines to kick off.
Can already hear this Libertyville student section getting wild already. One of the best student sections in the state, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing like a Friday night game here at Libertyville. Definitely going to be a fun one tonight.
Gearing up for the opening kickoff here to start first home Friday Night Lights for the Libertyville Wildcats. We're going to have Jack Zabin kicking off for the Wildcats here. And it looks like we're going to have Griffin Burovec to receive here for the Huskies.
This is going to be a big play to start the game. Coach Magnuson was talking about how important it is for special teams to make plays off the bat. So you never know. Cats can get something big here going just off the first kickoff.
And specifically in his words, get special teams ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like a great way to put it.
All right. Jack Sabin kicking off. And here we go.
Friday Night Lights is off here in Libertyville.
And he is going to touch back. So the Naperville North offense will start at the 25. We're going to see what Naperville North does early here. They have a combination of quarterbacks like we talked about, those two lefties. So we will see who they start off with here.
You know, it's very crucial talking with Mr. Ori that they stay disciplined in practice and staying disciplined on that jump from week 1 to week 2. According to him, in his 10 years of coaching Libertyville football, going from week 1 to week 2 is one of the biggest jumps a team can have, or it can be one of the biggest fall-offs a team can have in a season.
Nothiker completes the pass to number 1, Finian Bretag.
Finian Bretag, another one of those players that Coach Magnuson told us to look out for, and we're going to be calling his name.
Absolutely. He said that they really got to can't let him get going on offense early. He's just so big. He's going to be hard for the Cats to stop.
One of the most underrated parts of his game is that he is a very underrated blocker as well, not just as a receiver, but in the running game as well. They love to utilize him. Clearly getting on the running game early. Cats plugging up those running lanes.
The run there
for the
from
Huskies.
Alo. Doesn't get too many there.
Stopped on the play by Jacob Sy, number 52.
Running back to the left of Nothiker. Takes the snap. Alo with the rush is stuffed by the Cats D line there. Great play there from, it looks like, Miles Bateski. Normally don't see Miles out there on the defensive line. You know, he's mainly an O lineman, but was able to get a big stop there.
You know, he's so good. Committed to Harvard already.
I know. Very incredibly impressive. He subs off there for number 50, Liam Coyle. It looks Naperville already punting with Brock Williams to return this punt. He's sitting at around the 34.
Brock Williams, so versatile. According to Coach Mr. Ori, they love to use Brock Williams in many different ways, as we can see returning a punt right here. But in other times, they love to just put him out wide, see if he can make a play one-on-one, but as well as putting him on the offensive line, just putting his hand in the dirt, being able to block so well for the Cats.
Williams takes that punt, immediately taken down. The Cats are going to have the ball at around the 40, pretty good field position. That was a great play there from Naperville North. They were able to get Williams down pretty fast. They didn't want to let him get a full head of steam out into the open field because that could have been pretty disastrous.
Brady Marino with the great opening tackle here on the punt return for the Huskies.
And Trevor Wallace leads the offense onto the field for the Cats. It is his second start as a varsity player. Max, what are you looking for out of him tonight?
Well, I think I'd love to see him connect with some of those new receivers that Mr. Ori talked about all weekend. Nick Ori, once again, Bodie Rauerbach, number 15. I can't tell if he's on the field right now, but those two connecting with Trevor Wallace is going to be very important plays of the game to come out with a W.
Williams in motion, right side of Wallace.
There
Takes
you go,
the snap.
putting him one-on-one.
Pass, is it there to Rohrbach? See him getting involved already. Gets the gain of about 7 before he is taken down by number 33, Marko Pavlovich. Cats going to the air off the first play. Wallace able to connect with Rohrbach. Gets him down quickly, however. Cats running a fast offense right now. Quick huddle. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Wallace takes the snap, rolls right, dumps it off to Williams. Maybe looked like he was going to throw, and is taken down by a plethora of defenders there. Williams gets the gain and gets the Cats down to about the 50. That is going to move the chains for a first down. Cats moving quickly right here, taking no time going back into the huddle. Seems like there's some confusion with Williams to the sideline. Still more confusion here. Haven't snapped the ball yet. Wallace is going to have to get this off quickly now. Wallace takes the snap, hands it off, makes a move down. That was number 21, Aiden Weaver, with a good gain for the Cats.
You know, talking with some of the coaches, they were saying that Trevor Wallace was not going to be in too much shotgun formation in this game. Clearly has not been the case so far early on. Though they have started to get into the run game a little bit, they have started off with a bunch, tiny little screen passes, obviously the one to Rauerbach on the first play. Cats moving it along, second down.
Wallace, Weaver behind him, takes a snap, looking downfield to pass, finds Williams at the 30, and he is down.
Williams makes an incredible catch over 2 defenders. Wallace, what a great throw, able to squeeze it between that gap of the 2 Husky defenders, connecting with Brock Williams.
Great throw there from Wallace, able to find Williams in the relatively contested area.
Brock Williams, 5-star already as a junior. Very remarkable.
Wallace hands it off to Waldorf. Moves it to about the Naperville North 17-yard line. Cats offense looking good early, moving the chains quickly. Waldorf stays in the backfield. Wallace hurrying up, gets a snap, looks for the screen, gets it out to Rohrbach, and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 2, Quincy Blaze. Great play there.
Nice effort by Rohrbach, able to stay up, makes the first man miss coming off of the tackle. Didn't have enough to get past that second wave of defenders, but nonetheless a great play by Bodie Rauerbach right there.
Like you said, there's that screen pass again. Cats going to the short passing game early here. Wallace lined up on the left side of the field. in shotgun here. Wallace takes the snap, hands it off to Waldorf, breaks the tackle to the outside, and it looks like he's going to get the first, may have been tackled a yard short.
Uh-oh, Waldorf looks to be in pain as he's tackled, limping as he gets up.
Oh yeah, he's down to the ground now. That doesn't look good. That's definitely a big loss for the Cats if he isn't able to recover from that.
We have a timeout.
Not just on offense,
on the
but
field.
on defense as well. He's a very pivotal part of the Cats defense in their linebacking core.
Well, the medical team is going to go out there and check on him. Cats get a quick breather. Again, offense moving fast, short passes, getting the team down the field.
We'll have to see what they decide to do here on 4th down as they get a bit of a breather.
I mean, you know, Zabin has the leg. I'm sure he's going to be money from this range. What do you think they should do here on Forest Shores?
I don't know. They're pretty close to the end zone. I think they should take the risk and go for it, get out to that early lead over the Huskies. Going into this game, we all assumed it was going to be a close one, so why not put a 6 on the board?
Absolutely. I think they should take the risk here. I mean, it's the start of the game. You know, even if you don't get it, let's just say it's a short game. They should hopefully be able to convert. But even if you don't get it, you have Naperville pinned down deep inside their own territory. So I think the risk is absolutely worth the reward here.
Cats offense staying on the field here. It looks like they're going to put Aiden Weaver back in the game.
Yeah, Waldorf's going to get helped off. He's able to walk off on his own, though. That is pretty good. That's good to see.
Great sign for the Wildcats. Great sign for Waldorf himself.
Absolutely. Hopefully he's able to check back into the game later. All right, Cats, 4th and very short here. Bunched up around the line right now. Have to think they're going to hand it off to Weaver here.
Very tight formation. Only one receiver. 2 Wallace's left.
Wallace takes the snap, gives it to Weaver, and it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down line. Yeah, that's going to be a stop for Naperville North.
Wow.
So the Cats turn over on downs. Naperville North gets the stop, and now they're going to have the ball around the 12-yard line.
You know, you're down here in the red zone. It's a short yardage down. You think Weaver's going to be able to squeeze through those gaps and get the first down, but it looks like the Huskies' D-line was just too quick for Weaver, and they could not convert on 4. That's the risk you have to take when you go it on 4th down.
I think that's still the right call by the Cats there. I think they should have absolutely gone for it, but Naperville North was all over that. They were able to snuff that out instantly. We haven't seen anything out of Colasante so far, number 13 for Naperville North. He's their other lefty quarterback. Nothiker takes the snap, looking, dumps it off, and great play there. Cats are able to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to wrap that up real quick. Looks like Dylan Dowdy helped out on the stop there. Phenomenal player in himself.
It was a great play there. Like I said, Naperville North is pinned back deep in their own territory here. I think it is very possible the Cats could get a stop and a turnover here. Number 17, William Alo in the backfield there with Nothiker. Haven't seen another target for Finney and Bertag yet. There he is. Gets the dump. Short gain there. Another great play by the Cats defense. They are just swarming all over the field right now.
You know, they want to get this guy involved in the game as much as possible. They know that he is a very athletic, very explosive player. You see, they get him on there on the jet sweep, just trying to get him involved early on, set the tone to start the game as the Cats were not able to capitalize on their red zone trip. Able to get 4 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 10.
Naperville North lined up left side of the field. All receivers. Number 80 in motion. Nothiker looks, is able to connect, makes a move, but stopped by number 31, Reed Williams. Great play there from Williams to bring up 4th down for the Huskies. And it looks like the Huskies punt team is coming out now.
Yeah, you see, he has all this open space here, number 80. You think he's going to be able to get the first down, but Reed Williams comes out of nowhere, bearing down on him like a freight train, able to wrap that tackle up.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up play. It was looking like he was going to be able to break away with the open field there. But great play from Williams to contain and force a punt here.
Huskies punting deep in their own end zone, 4th and 3.
High snap. Gets it off, however, Williams to return, and that is going to go out of bounds. Cats are going to get the ball inside of the Husky 50-yard line. So, great drive last time. Max, what can they do here again to capitalize and get into the red zone once again?
You know, on that first drive, they were doing very well on establishing fundamentals, running the football. Didn't necessarily see them passing the ball downfield too much. Maybe we see them get that into a little bit of the game plan on this drive, but I think still right now they're going to focus on establishing the rock early on with their very stellar offensive line, getting Trevor Wallace the easiest looks that they can, able to make the right decision and move those chains.
Absolutely. Like we said, with Gabriel Hill out there, as easy as they can make it for Trevor out there, that's where they're going to be the most successful.
They
Wallace.
see Charlie Payton out there as well behind Ori, number 7.
Stacked receivers to the right. Weaver in the backfield. Weaver gets the handoff, cuts to the left, and is taken down by number 41, Jake Brooks. Good play there from Brooks, but Weaver is able to get a good amount of yardage. Cats hurry up offense again. Ori and Payton stacked on the right side of the field. Little confusion between Wallace and the sideline. He looks over before the snap.
Wallace must not see something that he doesn't like.
Yeah, looked like he wanted to change the play up there. Wallace takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Weaver, looking downfield for Williams, and that is going to be well out of bounds there. Wallace looking for Williams there in tight coverage, but he is unable to complete the pass.
That was a good play call there by offensive coordinator Shaq as well as head coach Tim Budge. They established the run early on in that first drive. Huskies thought maybe that they were going to run it on that play. It was only 2nd and 6, but then they launched the ball downfield to their superstar, Brock Williams. Just could not connect on that play right there.
Wallace, seems like there's more confusion here between the Cats and the sideline. Coach is yelling. Not sure what is up right now. Wallace hurries, gets the snap, dumps it off to Weaver, but he is smoked by number 40, Drew Murphy. Great play there from Naperville North. I mean, Mex, I don't know, we can't really tell from up here in the booth, but every play it looks like there's a ton of confusion between Trevor Wallace and the Cats sideline. Like, they have to figure out and get their communication in check if they want to complete these plays.
And, you know, you might have to take that with a grain of salt, all right? Yeah, sure, he is the quarterback, but it's only his 2nd game, all right? It is his job to make sure he is connected with the offense. He knows the offense. Coach Ori has claimed firsthand that Trevor Wallace knows the offense very well, and I have no doubt that they'll be able to connect on some of these plays later in the game.
Absolutely, it is only his 2nd start, so the punt is, that's a great bounce there. That is a great bounce, and the Cats are going to down the ball inside the 20-yard line. Great punt there from number 23, Jack Sabin. We were talking about him last week. He had an incredible punt, over 70 yards against Lamont. They're not his farthest, but definitely a good punt, pins the Huskies back in their own territory.
This is sort of what we saw on this last Huskies drive, back deep into Huskies territory once again. See if this time they're able to get out past the 50 this time. Sending number 80 in motion.
Nothakur hands the ball off to what looked like William Elo there. He's able to get a couple-yard gain. Again, still not have seen anything out of Colasante so far for the Huskies. Dante Colasante, he was a big part of the passing game last week. He actually passed for more yards than Nothiker last week. He passed for 50 yards. Nothiker passed for 33. But like we said, this team loves to run the ball.
As well, you have to think not much out of Jack Zitko, their leading receiver from their last game against New Trier. Not much from him yet.
Another good play from the Cats defense on Elo there, only able to get a couple. That will bring up 3rd down and short.
William Elo able to turn the corner against that Cats defensive line.
Cats are all over the run right now, I will say. There's not been one big gain yet off the run. They are just swarming Elo every time he touches that ball, so they're doing a great job.
Don't jinx it yet.
Nothiker rolls right, throws crossbody, unable to complete the pass to number 11, Christian Briggs. And that should be, it looks like they're going to stay out there. It looks like Nothiker is going to stay out there with the offense. All right. Nothiker.
Elo in the backfield, once again, we've seen that look a lot so far tonight in this first quarter.
Yeah. Lined up left side. Nothiker takes the snap, hands it off to Elo once again, cuts up the middle, able to break a few tackles before he is swarmed. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain there for Elo.
Good job by the Wildcats defense right there. Although Elo broke the first tackle, all of them able to swarm around him, not allow him to get much more, and it brings up 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. From the Huskies' perspective, it must seem like 3rd and manageable as they look to convert on 3rd here. Still in a scoreless game, 0-0 on home opening night for the Wildcats.
You can really see the Cats' defensive game plan here on display. When I was talking to Coach Magnuson, he obviously
That is
knew
the end
that
of the first
this
quarter.
team loves to run the ball. And they're prepared for that. Every time Elo has touched the ball tonight, the Cats are all over him, not letting him get anything. The only time he's been able to truly get some significant yardage is when he's breaking tackles on his own. So he's done a great job.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that RPO action early on as well.
We would like to go down to Ryder Allen, our sideline reporter. Ryder, take it away.
Thanks, Jathan. I'm here with the varsity dance coach, who is here to tell you about their upcoming competition.
Hi, I'm Coach Dugan. I'm the varsity dance coach. I'm going to tell you a little bit about all the fun things happening in the dance world. In the fall, we're called POMS. We have a couple of fun events coming up. We have the K-5 POMS Clinic on October 17th, where we're inviting any kids from the community in kindergarten through 5th grade to come dance at the Varsity Pregame. Registration can be found online. It's a very pink night. You'll come learn a dance with the varsity and JV dance team, and then you'll get to perform on the field. You get a shirt, POMS, and a snack, and we donate a portion to breast cancer philanthropy. In addition, this fall, we are also inducting the 2014-2015 dance team into the LHS Hall of Fame. That'll happen on homecoming weekend, which is September 26th and 7th, which is super exciting. So you can catch us dancing at every home game, home soccer games, and flag football games, and you'll see us in the homecoming assembly and the homecoming parade. That's our POM season. Our winter season's a different beast, which we'll get to in our next interview.
We have a
Thank
dead
you
ball.
so much for your time.
Offsides.
And
on the defense.
let's
5-yard
hope
penalty.
the Wildcats do well in this next quarter.
Third down.
Back up to the box to you guys.
Sounds like a fun operation they got going on to me.
Yeah, seriously, that's a busy schedule. That last play there, Nothiker took the snap. Looked like there was a false start on the offense. At the end of the quarter, teams switch sides. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Huskies. Number 1, Finian Bretag has not been involved a ton in this game yet. I know he was definitely one of their key players that the Cats were focused on shutting down. Like you said, great receiver, great blocker, but we haven't said his name too much tonight. I wonder when the Huskies are going to try to get him involved.
You know, we saw him get a little bit involved in the run game a bit there. We see Cats trying to get set late. Logan Tayfell sprinting off of the field. Tight formation here.
Nothiker takes the snap, fakes the shovel to Elo, and takes off. That's a great gain there. Like we said, these QBs love to scramble, and we just saw it there. That was a great fake pitch to Elo.
Yeah, Nothacker able to fake out some of those Cats defenders. You see Miles Bateski on that defensive line. Able, once again, some of those run pass options. Nothacker chose to take it himself on that play, and it gets a Huskies first down, excuse me.
Nothiker, Elo, line to the right. A pair of receivers on each side. 88 in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Elo, fakes the throw. Elo is swallowed up there. Very short gain for him.
Cats able to swallow that run play up there, brings up second down for Naperville North.
Caden Butt substitutes off the field.
Yeah, we see Bodie Rauerbach, number 15, as well as Nick Ori, also playing defensive back, able to make plays both on offense and on defense. We see him lined up against Christian Briggs for the Huskies. One-on-one matchup we like a lot here tonight.
Nothiker handoff, gives it to Elo. That's a big gain there. And it looks like they're going to be, the ref are going to give them the first down. We're able to move the chains.
Yeah, you see Elo takes the handoff here, able to get between those gaps, able to get between that three-tack, gets a first down. Cats run defense slipping away a little bit here, see if they can get a stop.
I mean, this is just
set of downs.
grueling football. Naperville North is just pounding the run. This is going to be an exhausting game for the defense and O-line here.
Yeah, not much throwing it down the field.
Nothiker again to Elo is able to get about a 5-yard gain there. I mean, when are they going to give him a breather?
I don't think ever. Elo, one of those power backs you love to have on your team, able to find his way through the gaps with his athleticism as well, and then use his powerful legs to muscle his way for a couple extra yards, and those yards are the difference in winning the trenches, which are so important to winning these close football games.
He's able to sub off there. Hopefully he can get a breather and some water. Nothiker looks deep, passes it. Great catch there from Finian Bretag. There we go. Said his name. Cats arguing
Reed
that it's
Williams wants to say he's down though.
I think he was saying the ball hit the ground there. He was trying to argue that was an incomplete pass, but from up here definitely looked like he was able to maintain possession. Hurry up offense here from the Huskies.
Pateski finally comes off the field.
Nothiker takes the snap, hands it off to number 26, but he is swallowed up there. Carson Holmes, great tackle there.
Logan Tayfell coming in on that extra help on that tackle there, able to stuff that run play up right there. Elo back in the game for the Huskies, though. Looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field for fourth down. Yeah, we see they hand it off, but 3 Cats defenders immediately just stuff him up. And now they're sort of in that no man's land where you don't necessarily want to be. You can't necessarily punt it, but you don't want to put your kicker out there for a super long field goal.
Absolutely. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout here to discuss what they should do.
Naperville North.
We have 8:31 left in the second quarter. Game is still scoreless. I mean, I don't think the Huskies necessarily need to take the risk here and go for it on fourth. I mean, other than a few occasional runs from Elo, they haven't been really able to move the ball downfield. I think the Cats are going to be able to stop them here, especially if they try to go through the air.
Well, you know, like I said, they're sort of in that no man's land. They can't really punt it, or else It'll be a touchback, and then if they go for it on 4th here, then they set up and they don't get it. They set up the Cats with great field position, certainly better than starting at the 25.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But it looks like the offense is going to come back on the field.
Now watch out, because we saw Nothacker use his legs a little bit for the first down. Last time they were deciding whether or not to go for it on 4th. Let's see what the Huskies decide to do here. Elo in the backfield.
Nothacker takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Elo, rolls out
Should have been a holding there on Rauerbach.
Rohrbach tries to, and he just throws it away. That's a great stop there from the Cats. Rohrbach, great way to break through. The defensive line was able to apply the pressure there.
Yeah, we see immediately right there, Rauerbach should have been called for a holding, but he's still able to get some of that pressure on Nothacker, able to run him out of bounds. Has to throw it away, and there's no one there. Throws it out of bounds. So, like I said, they set up the Cats with great field position.
Looks like the Cats are going to get it around their own 34. 8:22 now left in the second quarter. Scoreless game. I think the Cats can go for a little bit more here.
Yeah, it might be sort of that time to start throwing the ball downfield here. You know, we've seen both of what these run programs can do for both of these offenses. Wonder what Coach Budge and Coach Shack are cooking up here.
Wallace throws it to Weaver. Weaver makes a few men miss. Big play there from Aiden Weaver, is able to get a 12-yard gain. Shifty from him, we saw another screen there, but he's able to make a few moves. Gets the Cats.
Yeah, you see Wallace all alone in the backfield here. He gets the screen out to Aiden Weaver, and look at this. He breaks 40's ankles right here. Where are you going? All right, Aiden Weaver able to move up the field. That might have been the energize that the Cats offense needed here to score on this possession.
Cats trips here. 3 receivers to the left of Wallace. Weaver in the backfield. I know. Wallace takes the snap. Screen to Farmakis. Spin move.
What a spin move.
Another juke. That was very good work there from Nicholas Farmakis. That play looked like it was going to get blown up in a millisecond. Able to make 2 men miss and still gets a positive gain there for the Cats.
Yeah, great spin move by Farmakis right there to get around that tackle, which should have been blown up. Able to make something out of nothing. Second down here. Excuse me.
2 receivers to the right, and that looks like it's going to be a false start there on Brock Williams. You saw him move. Takes blame for it on the sideline.
Yeah.
Cats are going to move back 5.
No argument here from the Wildcats.
We haven't said Nick Ori's name at all yet tonight. I wonder when the Cats are going to get
Before
him
the snap, legal procedure on
Say
the
that
offense.
one more time.
5-yard penalty, previous spot, second down.
It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Cats now.
Yeah, coming off that false start. That's one of the points of emphasis that they worked on in practice. In the words of Coach Ori, no stupid penalties. Hate to see those false starts, which are preventable.
Yeah.
Sets up 2nd and long for the Wildcats.
Simple mistake, costly penalty, however. Wallace looking downfield. Look, Williams over the middle. Oh, that's a great catch.
What a catch by Brock Williams over the defender. Looking like Rob Gronkowski out there. Can't guard him.
Able to move the chains there over multiple defenders. That's a great ball from Wallace, too. That is a great ball.
Previous play here, we see Farmakis, nice spin move, able to get wrapped up here by 44.
Hopefully that play gives the Cats the momentum they need to score on this possession. Wallace, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Motions to the sideline. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Weaver, throws over to Nick Ori, his first reception of the night. Quick pass there to Ori, and he's able to gain about 2.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those type of plays, those short little passes, get them quick out to the receivers and let them do the work, because we know how athletic and how explosive these Libertyville wide receivers can be. All it takes is one big play, one spin move, one juke, and it's home free for the touchdown. Cats creeping up on the red zone here in Husky territory. Wallace in the backfield with Weaver.
Wallace rolls right. All receivers covered here. He's going to scramble for it. Great play there from Wallace. He's able to get the first down. Rolls right. Notice everything was locked up. Makes the play with his legs.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't have to force anything there. That was a smart move by Trevor Wallace. Only his second game, but we can see he has the IQ and the processing ability of an experienced quarterback, able to take the smart move, use his legs, gain a couple extra yards. We see right here, you can see in the end zone, we saw Rauerbach holding his hand up, decides not to force anything and make the big mistake, runs out of bounds. Very smart play.
Wallace, 3 receivers to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Weaver. He is wrapped up there by number 8. There we go. There's Gabriel Hill. First time saying his name tonight, but that was a big play.
Yeah, Gabriel Hill, the commit to Indiana. Haven't called his name much tonight, if at all. Though we saw him start to heat up a little bit on this drive earlier on, able to make fantastic tackle on Aiden Weaver. Sets the Cats back a few yards.
We see Ori and Peyton stacked again on that left side. They do that, but haven't thrown over. Quick pass there to Rohrbach, spins, taken down by number 33, Marko Pavlovich again.
Cats love that stack formation on the left side of Wallace right there. You know, we've seen that so much early on here.
Wallace hands it off, makes a move. Still, wait. Oh. Looked for a second like he was still on his feet there. That was Gavin Dixon, but it looks like the refs are going to call him down inside the 5, though. Great drive from the Cats here. Have eaten up about 5 minutes of the clock.
These are the points of emphasis that Coach Ori and Coach Magnuson really wanted to emphasize, and we're seeing that start to fruition here in this second quarter once all of the players, Nick Ori, Trevor Wallace, Aiden Weaver, have started getting comfortable in this game, getting comfortable with the Naperville North defenders. We're seeing the game plan start to fruition here for the Wildcats.
Wallace fakes the handoff, looking for Rohrbach. That is going to be a Wildcat touchdown. The Cats strike first in this game, 6-0.
Yeah, great play by Bodie Rauerbach right there. Senior, able to make a great play, bringing in that catch from Wallace. Puts the Cats up 6-0. Let's see if Zabin can nail the extra point here, make it 7-0.
It's really good work from the Cats. They had a slow drive, ate a ton of time off that clock, and then just a quick out route strike to Rohrbach to seal the deal. Zabin lines up for the extra point. He was money last game. Hopefully he can keep it going. Kick is up, and it is good. Cats are up 7-0. That was a great drive from the Cats to finally put a score on the board here.
You know, that's great for the Cats, but it's remarkable that both of these teams, this is the first score for both of these teams. With 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in this first half, this is the first score we've seen so far this night.
Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be a little bit more of a shootout for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's been a defensive showdown.
ground and pound type game.
Yeah, it's been very physical. Cats only 3 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second quarter. You got to think that they're trying to get the ball back here. Like, absolutely. They have plenty of time to go down the field and score again. And they've been able to lock down Naperville North all night. So I think there is a huge possibility Cats could get the ball back.
Yeah, speaks wonders about this Cats defense, able to somewhat hold Elo on the ground for the Huskies, gives them a little bit of time on the clock. You don't necessarily have to hurry to try and score if you're Naperville North here, but you definitely want to end with some points on the board to respond to the Libertyville touchdown.
Zabin kicks off. Number 1, Breetag returns. Oh, stiff arm. And he is able to take it past the 30. Great play there. Make sure at halftime to stay tuned with an interview again with our very own Ryder Allen.
Gotta love Ryder Allen, don't you?
I know. I love cutting to him here in his interviews.
Libertyville's very own.
Nothiker takes the offense back on the field again. Elo in that backfield. I'd love to see a little bit more diversity in offense from North here. They are just very stuck against this Cats defense right now.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, I think you said it was 65% of the time they were running the football. Seen that a lot once again here, although we're seeing a pass play right here. Overthrown. Nick Ori a bit frustrated.
Looking for Briggs there, not even close. I think Ori really wanted that interception, maybe thought he could make a play on the ball, but another forced incompletion. Also, to note, just made this observation, Eric Waldorf's back on the field, so it looks like he's recovered from that injury and is ready to go on the defensive side of the ball.
That's fantastic news. He's a great player on both sides of the ball, able to make such an impact at running back as well as on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. Nothiker takes the snap, hands it off to Elo, full head of steam, is wrapped up there again. Small gain of about 4 will bring up 3rd down for the Huskies. I think they really have to go to the air here.
Yeah, they might have to. You see Waldorf here. He reads that play like a book, and he wraps up Elo.
Timeout.
Waldorf last week was the
Libertyville.
Cats' leading tackler, had 17 total tackles, 9 of them by himself. 5 tackles for loss last week. Able to show that impact he makes, stopping the run. I bet you that's why Elo has been able to kind of have his way with this Cats defensive line a little bit as of late. But he gets stuffed up here by Waldorf.
There was a timeout taken there. Huskies offense back on the field. Cats regroup. Huskies have the ball at about their own 39-yard line right now. Really got to make something happen here. It is 3rd and 6. If Cats are able to get this stop here, 4th down, Huskies in their own territory. I mean, they got to punt, and I think the Cats are going to get the ball back. So, big play right here for this Wildcat defense. Waldorf sets up to rush. Along with Rohrback, fakes the handoff, throws, streaking receiver, breaks free on the slant. Number 12, Jack Zitko. Oh, Cats were just pressed up so close, and he's able to just speed by on that slant pass. Touchdown for the Huskies, unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate play for the Wildcats here. Jack Zitko using that speed and athleticism, able to break free for the long touchdown. Detrimental to the Cats here. They were having such a good run. Jack Zitko gets the Huskies into the end zone, and they put up the extra point, tying it up at 7-7 with 2:37 left in this first half.
I mean, that definitely just hurts for the Cats. I mean, they've been playing great defense all night. They were pressuring the QB, and that's just got to feel like a little bit of blown coverage there. He wasn't doing anything special, just your simple Madden slant route across the middle, but they were able to connect, and there was just no safeties or anyone dropped back in coverage to stop him. So once he broke from those defenders, he was home free.
Yeah, you know, that's the risk you take when you send extra rushers on the blitz. You leave
absolutely
more space for those receivers to find in between those gaps deep in the secondary with no safeties back there, leaving the cornerbacks one-on-one, dangerous for some of those cornerbacks there when you know how explosive their receivers are.
Absolutely.
Huskies offensive line able to just hold out till Zitko can break free from the route.
Leo Taylor to kick off, Ori and Farmakis in the end zone to return. And it looks like Ori is just gonna take the touchback here. Cats are gonna have the ball on their own 25. Max, do you think they should come out aggressive here or just kind of play it safe, let it go down to half? You know, they get the ball at the start of the second half, try to make something big happen there.
Well, you know, the ideal situation is to go into the half up on your opponent.
Absolutely.
You know, they still have the 2-minute warning, so they don't have to necessarily worry too much about the clock. You still want to be concerned a little bit, but you maybe want to get into some of that passing attack so you're not running down as much as clock. However, if you get down to 4th down here and you have to punt it and there's still significant time on the clock, we just saw a great example of how quickly the Huskies offense can explode into 6. So you have to make sure you run down some of that clock. As we see Wallace run for the first down here.
It's a great rush from Wallace. Once again, using his legs.
Yep. Great play by Wallace, sensing the pressure, gets around the defender. Rauerbach sets a block early on, able to set the defender off of his feet, and Wallace is able to pick up the first down.
Looks like the Cats are going to play pretty aggressively here. Wallace takes the snap, pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Great play. Oh, no. That was an incomplete pass. Yeah, Wallace's arm clearly in that forward
Huskies
throwing
thought
motion.
ball was still live.
Come on.
Clearly batted down.
Wallace, you can see here in the replay, Wallace clearly, yeah.
Yeah, ball clearly batted down. Arm was going forward. Don't even try that.
It's a great play there from Gabriel Hill, though. Was able to break through pretty quickly. Got to Wallace. It seemed like a split second.
It looked like Wallace might want to go for it all down there.
Yeah, he was definitely going for deep. Wallace, 3 receivers to his left. Williams, Farmakis, Ori. Rohrbach to his right, Weaver in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes handoff to Weaver, screen to Ori. He's got some room ahead of him. Stays on his feet, breaks the tackle. Great play there from Ori, hurdles over the benches on the sideline. Big play there from the Cats.
Ori finally able to get that big play he's been looking for. He wanted that interception earlier on. Able to make a play, use his explosive athleticism on this screen pass here. You see, able to break the tackle here in a moment. Yup, stays up on his feet, sends 3 Huskies defenders on their faces. And he just runs out of bounds, full speed. Drains the clock down to 2 minutes here.
That was great blocking there from the Cats. I mean, that was just a screen pass, but they're able to turn it into a huge play down the field. Well executed from the Cats offense. Wallace takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Weaver, looking deep, scrambling in the pocket, is taken down. And there he is again, Gabriel Hill. He's starting to get hot. He is starting to get hot, really causing a problem for Wallace now.
Certainly starting to warm up for the Huskies defense. Momentum killer for the Wildcats. Just had that big play caused by Nick Ori, and Gabriel Hill puts a pin in that.
1:38
We
to
have
go.
timeout.
Looks like the Cats are going to take a timeout here.
Libertyville.
Definitely need to regroup.
Second time out of the
that is
half.
another play where Hill has just broken through so quickly. Got to Wallace, but this time it's not an incompletion. It's a pretty big loss of yards.
Yeah,
Do love how the Cats are playing so aggressively right now, though.
Yeah, for sure. I love that they're trying to get deep into the end zone, get deep into Huskies territory, going for it all, using their athletic receivers downfield, Brock Williams, Nick Ori, Bodie Rauerbach, Farmakis as well, trying to capitalize on the limited time they have left and make sure that they don't give a lot of time for the Huskies to try and make a play if they can't convert and get the first down here, or if they can't score here, quite frankly. We see Jack Zabin on the sidelines warming up his kicks. Head coach Tim Budge might decide to have them go for the field goal here. We'll have to see how the rest of this set of downs plays out.
Wallace, Ori to his right, Williams Farmakis forward back to the left. Lost it over the middle to Weaver. Good play there. Quick thinking from Wallace. Looked like he was in trouble there. It's going to bring up third down for the Cats. Big play. 1:24 and ticking left here in this first half.
Yeah, you have Wallace in the shotgun here. He senses a bit of pressure. He just gets it off to Aiden Weaver. Aiden Weaver
Wallace drops back. Looking deep for Ori. Come on, PI. No pass interference called there on Caden Sow covering Nick Ori. Wallace wanted it all there. He was looking for the money ball, unable to complete it, but definitely looked like there was some contact there. 4th and 7 for the Cats. This might be out of Zabin's range.
It looks like they might just be.
Could Trevor punt here? Kind of looks like what they're gearing
Looks like
up
they
for.
might have Trevor punt here, quarterback. Put him in as the punter.
Yeah, they are. That looks good. Great punt from Wallace.
Wrap him up. Great job. Nice tackle by the Wildcats special teams right there.
Good play there from Farmakis and Williams. Williams initially thought he called for a fair catch. Didn't even go for the tackle, but refs didn't see the same. Huskies have the ball inside their own 5. 58 seconds left. Definitely doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anything going unless they can get another big play like they did last half. Last possession.
They still have a little bit under a minute left. You know, anything can happen. You know, it's Friday Night Lights. The energy is high. You know, Nothacker might be able to just go out there and make a play from what it looks like to be about the 5-yard line. They give it to Elo on the carry. Not able to get much. You just have to hope that the Wildcats defense prevents them from getting into field goal range, able to keep it tied going into the second half.
I know I've mentioned it a few times tonight, but the only QB we've seen tonight is Josiah Nothacker. Not a single snap from Dante Colasante, who definitely got some more reps last week. Run the ball with Elo. I mean, if they're running first play with, no time left, they are going to let the clock boil down and head to half. Tight game so far. I mean, 7-7, just one score from each team. Nothing's really been too crazy. It's been really just a defensive chess match.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a grueling ground and pound type game. Run the rock. You see Nothacker here hands it off to Elo, but that gets swarmed up by Waldorf on the tackle. Waldorf immediately swallowing that up.
We are going to head downstairs to the track with our very own Ryder Allen once again, interviewing star offensive lineman Miles Bateski.
Thanks, Jathan. I'm here with Miles Bateski, who is on our offensive line for the Wildcats. And I have a question for you, Miles. What do you think you guys are doing to be able to manage Gabriel Hill and keep that offensive momentum going?
You know, we're adjusting the protection of the line. Coach Shaq had a great game plan for us going in. You know, he's a great player. He's going to make plays throughout the night. It's a matter of how much can we control the damage, how much can we limit him, and, you know, trust our skill guys to make plays down the field.
Yeah, that sounds great. And what do you want to see from your team in the second half?
Keep being physical, keep fighting. I know these guys. I've been with these guys all year since December of last year. I know they got fighting them. I know that's what we stand for as a program. I just want to see us keep chugging.
Thank you, Miles. And back up to you guys in the box.
Thank you, Ryder. Great interview from Miles there. Love the energy he's given for the team. Hopefully he can get the guys fired up in half. I think he makes a really good point, however. Like you said, it's going to be impossible to contain Gabriel the entire night. There's no way they're just going to shut him down and he's not going to have an impact on the game. It's really about just minimizing the damage. And I think if the Cats can do that, they can be incredibly successful on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, very well said there by Captain Miles Bateski, the senior, committed to Harvard. What a great player he is.
Now we have our own marching Wildcats out on the field right now to perform a halftime show.
Soul. Oh, that blowfish blow with the Little Mermaids under the sea. We're going to need a lifeguard for this one. To close out our show, we will now sail to the islands as the marching Wildcats bring some Maui-sized energy to the field. With rhythms as catchy as a fishhook and grooves smoother than the ocean breeze, this tune is guaranteed to make a splash. From the hit movie Moana, please enjoy You're Welcome. But what's that in the end zone? Oh no! Just like that, our journey across the seas comes to a close. We hope that you had a whale of a time riding the waves with us. Next up, we feature our award-winning LHS Pond Squad under the direction of Casey Nugent and assistant coach Megan Walter. We'll feature the band and the Ponds on this B-52 hit. Ponds, are you ready to rock that lobster? enjoy this 81-year Libertyville High School tradition, the Block LHS. Wildcat fans, on your feet from Loyal and True, your fight song. That was senior tuba soloist Charles Entertainment Cheese Lindsay. The marching Wildcats run in the direction of Adam Gower and Matt Garnset, with percussion instructor Savannah Hicks, drum major and shark costume wearer Joey King, Lexi Legosar, and Julia Lindell. The marching Wildcats would like to give a special thanks to all of our amazing parent volunteers and student leaders for their assistance this season. Now go Wildcats! Let's get a win!
The Wildcat flag football team defeated Naperville North earlier tonight, 44-6. Libertyville boys golf team won the Lake County Championship tournament last week, shooting a 307 as a team and having Finn Sullivan, Parker McConnell, and Austin Scott sweeping the gold, silver, and bronze medals. Wildcat Football Parents Association would like to thank Funkaway for sponsoring the fireworks display this season and carrying on this great Wildcat football tradition. Also in boys golf, Finn Sullivan also was a medalist at the Wildcat Invitational last Tuesday, shooting an even par 72 at Thunderhawk. In girls golf, the team is 2-1 on the season and also are the Invitational champions. The Cats are led by sophomore Kenzie Christie and Abby Phelps, each of which has shot an even par 36 in a match. Abby Phelps shot 4 birdies in a row at Ivanhoe Country Club in a win over Lake Zurich. Cats are in action next Wednesday against Stevenson and next Thursday against Antioch. Congratulations to the boys cross country team led by Philip Voivodich, Thomas Judy, Taylor Rim, Jack Steff, Marcelo Prinz, Trace Wyndham, and Hakeem Elmshani, who took home the team's first Lake County Championship this week. Wildcats will compete at Waukegan on Tuesday. The girls cross country team finished 3rd place at the Lake County Championship. Julia Garrison finished as the 8th place medalist. They will compete again on Tuesday at Waukegan. The girls tennis team is competing in the Prem Invitational this weekend. Boys soccer team defeated the Prem High School last night 2-0 with goals scored by Max Marubio and Nathan Clifford. They will play tomorrow at Morton High School at 1:30 p.m. versus the Naperville North Huskies. Wildcat volleyball team is 4-1 after a tough loss at Friend earlier this week. Tomorrow they will play in the Graves Lake Central Invitational. Varsity girls swim team opened up their season last night with a 122-64 victory over.
We welcome you back here to Libertyville High School. I'm your co-host, Max Shores, my co-host, Jathan Nickerson, here in a tied game, 7-7, going into the second half.
So, for Wildcat Productions, we have some pretty big news. Next week, the Libertyville Wildcats home game against the Stevenson Patriots will be broadcasted on Marquee Network. And yeah, that is the Cubs channel. So,
remarkable.
Pretty huge news for us. We are definitely super excited to announce this game. It is going to be a blast. Max, how are you feeling about it?
Well, it seems like it's massive news for the Libertyville Wildcats and Wildcat Productions as a whole. Being able to be on the Cubs network surely should be a fantastic time working with them.
I mean, yeah, that's just an absolute dream. It's going to be super fun to announce a game on the channel that I know I've watched a countless amount of times. So we're super excited for that. And huge matchup, too. You know, Stevenson, big rivals. Hopefully the Cats can absolutely roll them like we did last year. That would be a ton of fun to announce.
Well, because the Cats are going undefeated, though.
Absolutely. There's never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Watch out, Lake Forest.
Yeah, don't want a repeat of last year.
Yeah.
All right, Huskies ready to kick it off to start this second half. Ori Farmakis to return. Leo Taylor to kick off.
Seven tied here in early September. Leo Taylor to kick off for the Huskies. Looks like we have Williams set back there to receive. But Nick Ori will catch the kickoff and will take a touchback, setting the Cats up for their opening possession. Looking to put another touchdown onto that scoreboard. Get a lead over the Huskies. We'll see if they'll come out more aggressive than they were in the first half.
I'd absolutely love to see that from the Cats. I mean, they've gone to Williams just a few times tonight, but 2 times they go to Williams, big plays are happening. He's proven he can make those contested catches. It doesn't matter if he's in traffic. And Trevor has been able to locate that ball fantastically tonight. So I think they should really get Williams involved a little bit more. Go for those big plays. Love to see the offense explode a little bit more this half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Wallace in the pistol formation, fakes the handoff, gets it out, dumps it off, and it is swallowed up almost instantly. Gets it to Lucas Melton, but is tackled pretty quickly there, not able to get a big gain on the play. At a certain point, I think they just need to throw it downfield a little bit.
I mean, yeah. I think they're playing conservatively, which, I mean, I don't think is the wrong way to approach this game, but this is just like we said. It's a defensive chess match. They are just at a stalemate right now. Neither team is really able to get anything going. It's been the occasional big play from each, but nothing consistent. I really would love to see Wallace throw the ball downfield here.
Wallace in the shotgun, throws it cross field.
That's got to be
Nick
a late
Ori
hit.
can't catch the ball, but here's a flag late hit. It's going to be a flag for sure on, looks like number 2 for the Huskies. That's Quincy Blaze. No doubt about that. Should be a penalty on that play.
Yeah, Ori looks a little shaken up. I mean, he dropped that ball, and then just a huge hit was delivered to him after that.
And those are some of those catches we see Nick Ori
Number
usually
41,
making on a regular
defenseless
basis.
hit on a receiver, 15-yard penalty, previous spot.
Pretty
First
much all night
down.
long. One of the few mistakes we've seen from him.
Absolutely. Honestly, looking at the strength of that hit, maybe it's good he didn't catch that ball. That could have been fumbled right there. But Cats are able to get a little bit of yardage and that first down there because of the penalty. Hopefully Ori's okay. He definitely looked shaken up after that.
Weaver in the backfield once again. Have not seen Waldorf in the backfield ever since, I think, that second drive. It's been all Aiden Weaver. Must want to just make sure he's feeling all right. That leg he banged up earlier in the game. Just want to save his efforts on defense. Empty backfield for Trevor Wallace here. He wants his man out right. I believe that is Rauerbach. Rauerbach brings in the reception.
Cats had 4 stacked receivers to the left there, including Weaver. Still chose to go to the right to Rohrbach. Quick pass, small gain. Wallace to Ori.
Ori able to stay up on his feet till he's brought down by Quincy Blaze on the tackle. Quincy Blaze and Nick Ori already had a little feud going on earlier, clearly not too happy with one another.
Definitely.
Nick Ori wanting to get back at him for that late hit, no doubt.
It's good, adds a little bit of excitement to this game. Hopefully it'll really get Nick Ori going here. Would love to see a little receiver corner battle.
They bring in Gavin Dixon here.
Dixon was getting stretched out on the sidelines.
Yeah, they take out Weaver, put in Dixon. So Waldorf, Weaver, and Dixon, all 3 running backs we've seen in this game so far, not able to get anything on that play. He's wrapped up pretty much instantly. You know, going into this second half, Jathan, what do you think the Cats should focus on in order to come out here with a victory? Going based off of what we've seen so far with how this game has been going.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, at the end of that second half, we saw Gabriel get super hot there. So that was definitely kind of a point of concern for the Cats. So I think they really need to focus on shutting him down and giving Wallace a ton of time in the pocket.
Wallace fakes the handoff, sensing pressure.
What do we say?
Gabriel Hill gets the sack down, and Wallace is on the ground, but the ball comes out. There's going to be a late hit, a flag on the play.
Oh, shoot, that doesn't look good. I think he landed on his wrist.
Wallace down on the field.
That's not good. I mean, literally words coming out of my mouth. They got to find a way to slow down Gabriel, and there he is. Huge sack on Wallace. I mean,
wreaking havoc here.
Yeah, I think he's good to walk off, but it looked like he came down on either his. We'll see it in the replay here. Gets blown up by Gabriel. Yeah, that right wrist right there just flexes backwards right into the ground. That's his throwing hand. So, I mean, it looks like he was okay coming out. He's going to stay. He's going to come off the field. He's on the sideline right now, but it looks like he's coming back in. Hopefully he'll still be okay to throw the ball. I don't know. It looks like he's off. He's off the field. He's on the sideline right now. I think Bunick just came to the game.
Yeah, Brady Bunick into the game for Trevor Wallace here.
But Bunick, we know he can get it down the baseball field. Hopefully he can step up here on the gridiron.
Bunick in the pocket, facing pressure, will take it on the ground, use his legs.
Come on.
Makes a man miss, stays on his feet.
What a play.
Finally goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Brady Bunick energizing this Cats offense.
Okay, here we go. First play of the game from Bunick. Probably his first snap on varsity, at least that we've seen. Sees the pocket open up. He has a gap and just takes off using his legs. Big play there. Hopefully that gets the offense fired up.
Bunick hands it off. Looks like to Weaver. Dixon. There's a flag on the play, however.
I think that might be coming back.
Yeah, I think the Cats know it too. They're already starting to walk back here.
From up here, it looked like there was offensive holding, but could be wrong.
We'll have to wait and see what the official says.
We have holding, number 58 on the offense.
Yeah, holding
10-yard
on.
penalty, enforced from the spot of the foul.
Rauerbach.
First down.
Sets the Cats back just a bit. 1st and 17. 8:52 to go in this third quarter. Bunick still in the backfield. He's got Dixon behind him. 3 receivers to his left. Bunick senses pressure, and it's intercepted.
Oh, God.
Intercepted by Quincy Blaze at about the 20-yard line. Not what the Cats need at all.
That's so unfortunate. That ball was just a little bit underthrown there from Bunick. Looks like there was a miscommunication between him and Warbach. Coach Ori lays into Warbach a little bit there on the sideline. That's a bummer. Bummer for Bunick, just came in the game. Tough play there. I think there was, yeah, definitely miscommunication there between Bunick and the receiver, but we'll see if Wallace feels good enough to come back in the game.
Nothacker got Ello next to him, and he pitches it to him. Stays on his feet somehow. William Ello stays on his feet, makes it second in about 5, I think.
See Nothacker looking out for Brady Marino. Dumps the ball up to him. Rohrbach can't quite make the play. Eventually taken down by Waldorf. Another just short play there for Naperville North.
Excuse me, not Ello, but Marino. Marino in the backfield once again with Nothacker. Gives it to Marino.
Throw the ball.
Marino tackled at about the 20, looks like at about the 25-yard line.
Marino. Once again, Naperville North go into the run game. Taken down pretty deftly there by Jack Trudelar. 3rd down now for the Huskies. Cats, 2 stops.
You know, Jathan, I feel like the story of this game so far for the Wildcats has been they're able to make a big play on the offense, but then something crucial just happens and all their momentum is killed.
And he breaks through. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there have been definitely a few costly penalties here, just here and there. I don't think that's been a huge impact, but that last possession, Cats were driving. Huge run from Bunick, got the guys fired up. Definitely had the momentum there, but and then they just shot themselves in the foot with that interception there. Still have 100% faith in this defense, as you can see right here.
Yeah, we see Ello back in the game, taking over for Marino. Nothacker trying to draw some Cats offside, sends a guy in motion, hands it off to Ello, goes up through the sideline, knocked out of bounds at what it looks to be the 45-yard line. Ello is just tearing a hole in this Wildcats defense.
I mean, I guess that's why we saw that 1 strike on the slant route for a touchdown in the first half. I guess we can kind of see now why that was such an effective play. I mean, the Cats basically know what's coming every time. You know that the balls go into their running backs. You know it's going to be a stuff up the middle or maybe a stretch out to the left or the right. But the gist of it, the Cats know that they're going to be running the ball. So, I mean, when they do that and then throw in the occasional pass, you can see how that could be effective. But
And it seems that both of these teams had very similar game plans going into this game. Establish the run early, and then when you have the chance, take the big shot and punish the defense for sending an extra guy or blitzing an extra guy, focusing on the run, stuffing the box, and leaving some extra, and not leaving some extra defenders in the secondary. And we saw that on the touchdown by Jack Zitko, number 12. We might see a little bit of that here on this possession.
I mean, I hope so, honestly. Like, this is just, like, absolutely brutal. I mean, definitely for the players. Absolutely brutal for the players out there. I mean, this is just, they're running the ball and just so tiring for the defense, constantly stopping those plays.
Nothacker
Definitely a little
throws it
brutal on the
over
eyes,
to Ratag, able to not get much on that play, and it brings up 3rd down, if I'm not mistaken.
But what's going on here?
We have an official's timeout.
Looks like North may have taken a timeout here.
We're a bit confused up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ref motion to side. Yeah, it looks like Naperville North took a timeout.
Awards and engraving of Libertyville, supplying plaques, trophies, scholastic, corporate, and sports awards for over 68 years. Steve Ola, Northwestern.
Here we go. We see Nothiker, quick screen flat pass to Bretag. Again, not super involved from him tonight, but shut down immediately by the Cats. I mean,
see Nick Gorey and Reed Williams on the tackle there. Great job and able to wrap him up.
I mean, I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. This has definitely been, I'm not sure what the Naperville North offense really intends to do by moving the ball down the field 1 yard at a time. I mean, Cats are proving they're not breaking through this Cats defense, so they need to start throwing the ball. This is just unsustainable for them.
That's been the story of both teams here tonight. 1 yard at a time.
I think that's going to be a neutral.
It's going to be an
neutral zone
offside.
of Bateski. That's going to be rough for the Cats. That might give, I think that'll give them the first. Yeah, Bateski just jumped a little bit early across that line.
Yeah, Cats knew it too. No argument there.
Before the snap, offsides on the defense, 5-yard penalty.
That's rough. That
third down.
I think it's going to stay third down, though. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. If they can get the stop here, that'll be huge. But if not, it's kind of another example of them shooting themselves in the foot.
Not surprised if we see William Ello here. Nothacker takes a step,
Misses
the step. Able to land on the football. Nothacker missed the snap. Bateski says the Wildcats have it.
I don't think so.
Refs say the Huskies have it.
Oh, Nothacker, not a great snap at all. Really right at his knees, off to his right. And I thought Holmes was going to break around the edge and grab it. Nothacker, good play there. Jumped on the ball quickly, and it looks like they're going to be primed to punt here.
That is the break that the Wildcats needed.
Yeah, that's a little bit lucky, but definitely beneficial.
Naperville North here, gonna punt here on 4th down. Believe
almost blocked.
We're gonna have Williams receiving in the back. Excuse me. That is Farmakis receiving in the back, but they're just gonna let it roll down. Takes a Naperville North favoring bounce. Sets the Cats very far back in their own territory. Not ideal conditions for the Wildcats here. We'll see if Wallace is back out there or if it's Bunick.
One thing to notice here, Nick Ori is on the sideline right now getting treated to with a trainer, so he doesn't look like he's going to be on the offensive side of the ball for the Cats here this possession. So that could be a big loss. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he's feeling that from that big hit that he took earlier on, but hopefully he's able to get back in the game.
And that goes to show another one of those minor injuries that have crippled the Cats. Some of their best players not able to be on the field. Some of their best playmakers detrimental to the Cats offense, as well as their defense too.
Yeah, absolutely. Walls took a pretty big hit in the end zone there after completing that pass.
Brock Williams brings it in with just a bit over 4 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. And we're gonna have Wallace in the backfield, shoulder pad a bit messed up. Looks like we're gonna have Weaver back there as well. Wallace. Wallace looking to take the snap in the shotgun. Hands it off to Weaver. Weaver trying to break through tackles. And it looks like he's going to be a bit short of the first down. Oh, excuse me, he does get the first down. Wallace in shotgun back again. Weaver back there with him. Hands it off to Weaver once again. Weaver trying to weave through tackles, some might say.
He's definitely been pretty shifty tonight. Short gain there for him. Cats slowing down a bit here. We got 2:55 left in the third.
You know, Chafin, I think this drive is one of those most downplayed drives on where you have to score a touchdown the most, at least get some sort of points on the board, extend your lead just a little bit, rejuvenate and restart your offense, get that energy hyped up again, get the student section loud and proud, get that home field advantage back up again.
I think a lead going into the fourth would be really big for the Cats. I think that could really help them. Looks like
Gabriel Hill is causing problems. Once again, getting into that Wildcat backfield.
I mean, he just breaks through the backfield so fast. I mean, it looks like as soon as the ball is handed off, like we're going to see in this replay, Wallace takes a snap, gives it to Weaver. And look, he's already there. He's already on your screen before Weaver can even take 2 steps. He's already past the O-line, taking him down. Gotta slow him down. Gotta slow him down or get the ball in the air quickly.
Wallace, 3 receivers to his left, looks downfield, faces pressure. He's going to have to escape the pocket. He uses his legs, takes a hit out of bounds.
I mean, that's caused by Hill again. They're doubling him. They are literally, the Cats are putting 2 men on Hill right now, and he got around that. I haven't seen that in the game, but dude, he's fast. He almost hawked down Wallace there while he was running. Look at this. You see 2 of the line on Williams. Just a quick move to the right side, bulldozes through, and he's already on Wallace, forcing Wallace to get out of that pocket. Thankfully, Wallace able to use his legs there to get good gain, but there you are. Blocked punt.
I mean, when it rains, it pours for the Wildcats here.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. That's a tough play there for the Cats. I mean, now Naperville North has the ball, inside the 30-yard line?
Yeah, not great field position for the Wildcats. Great field position for the Huskies, however.
I mean, yeah, if you're the Huskies, you have to score now. And honestly, in this part of the field and at this part of the game, I wouldn't be surprised if they just run their normal pound the ball down the middle, rush it, give it to Elo, because
we have running into the kicker.
To swallow up the clock.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Wait,
4th down.
Looks like there was a flag on the play there.
Yeah, wait a minute here. That could be monumental for the Cats here if that offense. Wow, it looks like they're going to redo the punt.
They're going to
redo the punt. That is big. It looked like there was a flag. There was a flag on the play. Not sure what it was called on.
Barring the punt, or excuse me, the muffed punt that almost happened, I was going to say it feels like that Naperville North has been able to dominate this game with as much pressure and sacks from Gabriel Hill that have been able to get on Wallace. It's shocking that they are not up by more points right now.
Oh, swallowed up
What
there.
a hit.
Huge play there from Williams. And this is definitely a much more comfortable position for the Cats. They have to feel confident that they can stop Naperville North here. We go to replay on that punt. Zabin kicks off. You see Williams streaking in the back there, beats his man. And you got him and Drac Trudelar and just crunch.
To the end of the play.
Breaks
dead
there.
ball. Personal
Sorry,
foul.
Zitko there. That's gotta.
Number 8.
Could not have felt good.
Kicking team. 15-yard penalty enforced from the end of the run.
Not. And you have Brock Williams bearing down on you. 6'5", 220 as a junior.
Yeah, definitely hurt.
What a player.
Trudelar's 205 too, so bit of a sandwich. Okay, why is the ball moving up now? Looks like there was another flag on the Cats there. I mean, that ball had them pinned down in their own territory, and now the ball is moved up past the 50 on the Cats' 44-yard line.
Yeah. More silly mistakes for the Cats here that they emphasized in practice, trying to make sure that that wouldn't happen. Nothacker in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Elo, looking downfield, and it's caught.
He might be out of bounds, though.
They're going to say he's out of bounds, I believe.
There's no way he caught that ball. He was in the air the whole time. Wow, I think they're
going to say he caught that. Wow.
We're going to go to replay here. I need to see if he caught this ball. From up here, it looked like he never even touched the ground. I believe that was Jack Zitko. He goes up, gets this ball over. Not even close. I don't think he ever got a foot in.
He might have gotten 1 foot in, maybe.
Maybe a toe. Maybe he got a toe in, but it looked like his foot went directly into the sideline.
Dead ball, offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
More confusion on the play.
Looks like there was another flag there. Not quite sure what all these flags are about.
Penalizing mistakes here for the Cats.
Absolutely. I mean, that call really hurts them. I really don't think he was able to get that foot in. On that replay, it looked like his foot went
From our
right
angle,
out of
it
bounds.
did not look like he was in.
There we go.
And another flag. They're going to say false start.
It's going to be a North this time.
Yep.
Thankfully.
Naperville North. They know it. They're moving back already. 1st and 10
Dead
once
ball.
again. Back where they were. Might have not even called the first penalty in the first place.
It's getting a little sloppy now. We've seen a ton of penalties this third quarter. I think both teams are probably getting in their own head right now. Like, neither offense can get anything going. Just a stalemate. Sure, everyone's getting a little bit antsy out on the field.
Yeah, for sure. Huskies wanting to capitalize with just under a minute here to go in this third quarter. Looking to go into the fourth quarter with a lead. They've got Nothacker in the backfield with Elo.
Notice Nori and Briggs one-on-one. Man coverage on the side of the field.
Elo looking, Nothacker looking downfield, just throws it out of bounds, cannot connect.
Yeah, Faze was all over that one.
Ryan Faze guarding Briggs on that one.
Tried to go to the air there. I mean, the 2 pass plays we've seen this possession are just, I mean, that one quote-unquote catch there.
They might as well called that one in bounds.
Yeah, they might as well. But they're just thrown to the sideline. Cats are all over everything. I mean, they have great coverage. They're just chucking the ball to the sidelines, just hoping their receivers can come down with it. But
2nd and 10. Nothacker in the backfield, hands it off to Elo. Elo bellowing his way down the field for a Huskies first down.
Yeah. I mean, that's really good from Elo. That is really good from Elo. He's a power back, like you said before. He is just plowing through Cats defenders, was able to break a ton of tackles there. Able to move the sticks, give North a first down.
Got to be demoralizing.
Yeah, that's tough. Cats just had a third down. Cats just had a third down and gave that up to another run play. First down at the 15.
Nothacker once again in shotgun. He's got 2 guys to his left. They hand it off to Elo.
Oh my God, give him
once
a break.
again, Elo. Can they tackle him, please? And Elo gets in for the touchdown. Naperville North up 13-7 on Libertyville Wildcats.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, he's plowing through defenders left and right. This is just not a good sign for the Cats. I mean, the play that they know is coming all night long, and he just rams through him. I mean, they knew it was coming. I don't know. I think that was, they played great defense there. Look how many guys are on him. They were all over that, but he would not go down. I mean, what a fight from Elo. You got to give him all the props for that. That was just absolutely fantastic run. Cats got to respond now. Hopefully this lights a little bit of a fire under their butt. They can really get it going on the offensive side of the ball. They really need to push the tempo now.
Extra point is good, putting the Huskies up 7 on the Wildcats. Trevor Wallace looking to respond here. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. They're going to have Farmakis and Ori receiving the kickoff here. We see a shot of our very own Libertyville Wildcats on the sideline. You know, this is the time I feel they have to start getting aggressive, all right?
I mean, yeah, it's the fourth quarter, basically. I mean, this kickoff, probably the next play, will take us to the start of the fourth quarter. They got to play more aggressively. They need to score immediately on this drive. I mean, it'll make offense, everyone feel so much better. Because I've said this a few times, I have absolute faith that the Cats can stop this Naperville North offense. So they just really need to get their own offense going.
They do have the ability to stop this Naperville North team.
Yeah, Farmakis there swallowed up. Cats definitely feeling a little bit blue right now.
We'll have to see what head coach Tim Budge has drawn up for the Wildcats. 6.5 left in the third quarter.
Go to replay there. We see Farmakis caught at the goal line, chooses to take it out, and boom. Naperville North defenders all over it. Great tackle there from number 9, Tyler Gardenia.
Yeah, they're going to have Trevor Wallace
back in
under center.
Hopefully a good sign for the Cats. He really needs to lead this offense down the field right now.
Aiden Weaver behind him. Wallace hands it off to Weaver. Weaver able to break through some tackles.
Good run there from Weaver. Super solid. I mean, he was super quick right off the jump, able to cut through that defense.
Gets about 7, I believe.
Yeah.
That'll lead us.
That is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, 12 minutes left to play. Cats really need to make something happen. They're going to switch ends of the field.
All night long, it seems like Aiden Weaver has been able to break through and make some plays for the Wildcats, but they haven't been able to capitalize on those big plays.
He's been a huge bright spot of this offense, I will say. I feel like whenever he gets the ball, he's doing whatever he can. He's always getting positive yardage. But I mean, these runs can only do them so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're putting the ball 5 yards down the field, 6 yards down the field, 7 yards down the field. Like, these runs just aren't enough to really get them big scores and put pressure on the Naperville North defense.
Yeah, they're going to have to get some points on the board here if they're going to want to win this game. Touchdown pass, maybe to Nick Ori here to end this possession.
That'd be pretty nice. I mean, he had a 74-yarder last week. They're in about that range.
Well, to be fair, any touchdown at this point would be pretty nice, don't you think?
I would go absolutely crazy if the Cats could get the ball in the end zone again. Feels like it's been an eternity since we've seen that.
Huskies here in a 4-3 formation, hands it off to Weaver. Weaver able to get a few yards here. And only needed 2, but they're going to give him the first down, and that will move the chains for the Wildcats. He only needed 2. Got about 4, I want to say.
Yeah. Solid run there.
You know, if they're going to stick with the fundamentals, might as well stick with Aiden Weaver. He's been great all night.
I mean, if they're not really looking to put the ball downfield deep, I mean, Aiden Weaver has been really, really good.
Weaver once again breaking through some tackles. Seems like one of the only jolts of energy in this Cats offense here in this fourth quarter.
Naperville North trying to argue they stripped the ball from him there, but looked like all he did, looked like he was down already. So we go to replay here. There's Weaver again. Finds the seam, gets swallowed up. Able to keep those legs turning for an extra few yards.
Wallace with Weaver in the backfield. Weaver able to get around Soya Kapala Soya Kapala with the great block, stays on his feet.
Great play.
Tackled at the 48, Aiden Weaver.
Come on.
The spark that they needed.
He's playing so good. He is playing so good right now. Junior Aiden Weaver really stepping up for his team. One of the younger guys on this offense. And he has really stepped up into his role. He takes a breather on the sideline. Well deserved.
Looks like they're going to have Dixon in the backfield with Wallace. Wallace facing pressure, throws it up, and it'll be out of bounds. Throws it up. Says Brock Williams is down there somewhere, but it'll just end up being out of bounds.
He unfortunately cannot catch the ball 10 yards out of bounds. So, but
unfortunately.
Did I say fortunately?
No.
Definitely unfortunately.
Just reiterating you.
Cats tried to look downfield. North had everything covered up there. That was great pressure, too. Finally, the first time I've seen some pressure that wasn't Gabriel Hill. Looks like Dixon is still checked into the game. Weaver on the sideline.
Yep. Wallace, again, Gabriel Hill with the pressure. Wallace just throws it up, and it'll be overthrown.
I mean, everything's just covered up. Everything's covered up. Wallace is getting forced to the sidelines. He can't stay in the pocket. I mean, Naperville North is doing a great job.
Yeah,
like
especially with their defensive front.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to give them credit. It's like they don't have any holes in their defense. They have absolutely no holes. They're being able to send pressure through the front, getting through that O-line, and then when Trevor's looking downfield, desperate for something, it's just all covered up. I mean, that last play, there were 4 defenders around his receiver there. He just has absolutely no room or time.
And I believe the Cats sort of expected that going into this game. You know, we saw early on a lot of those short screen type passes, giving Trevor Wallace the easy reads, but Gabriel Hill has been able to blow those up pretty easily, getting pressured, it seems like, every snap.
I mean, the Cats take a much needed timeout here. They're going to try and regroup.
We'd like to thank our Sideline medical team, our LHS athletic training.
Other activities in the Wildcat sports realm. Girls cross country team travels next week to Waukegan for the North Suburban Conference Quad at the Waukegan Sports Park on Tuesday. And then we'll head to Peoria for the first to finish race on Saturday. Super exciting for them. For the boys team, they travel to Waukegan also for the North Suburban Quad invite at the Waukegan Sports Track. And then they head to Wakanda for an invite on Saturday. Girls swim and dive are back on action on Wednesday, September 10 against Lake Forest. Be sure to tune into that.
Third down here for the Wildcats. Gabriel Hill sending pressure. Oh, and it's tipped. Gavin Dixon could not hold on to the ball.
Definitely not an easy play for him to make there.
No,
pass was a little bit high. Ball just slipped on his hand, but that is definitely one that he would like to have back. It's going to be 4th down here. Looks like the Cats are going to have to punt away. Wallace takes a snap from Bateski. Had nothing deep, able to try to get it to Dixon. I mean, yeah, just pass was a little high, definitely catchable, but unfortunate break for the Cats there.
Zabin punts it away. Ori trying to hunt down the football. Wow, great roll for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a fantastic punt from Zabin.
Looks like down at about the 11-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, another example, he was able to pin Naperville North very deep. Super impressive. Am I hearing Industry Baby right now from the marching band?
Haven't heard that one since 2021.
That is an absolute throwback.
Those COVID-19 pandemic days, how about you? They're going to start playing the box next. Next thing you know. They hand it off to Ello, it looks like.
17, Elo, the ball carrier. Tackled by Eric Waldorf.
Ello gets about 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 6. 9:30 left to go in this 4th quarter of action here at Libertyville High School.
We have an official's timeout.
Cut to a quick replay here. There's Ello. Big play there again. Another tackle from Waldorf. Good stuff from him there. Looks like there's going to be an injury here for Naperville North. So, kind of looking at the Cats' competition a bit, they are 1-0 in a 4-way tie for the top spot in the North Suburban Conference with Lake Forest, Sign Benton, and Warren. So some other games in the NSC tonight. Lake Forest is taking on Cats' neighbors just down the street, Carmel. Lake Zurich is going head-to-head versus Antioch, while Keegan has a game against North Chicago and Mundelein versus Niles West.
Nothacker gets it
Great
out
play.
to Brettag.
Come on.
Brettag makes the first man miss.
That's a huge, is he? Looks like there's a Cats player on the ground, 35. Looks like he might just be cramping though. Trainer's gonna stretch out that left leg. Huge play there. They get it to Finian Brettag. You know, that's who they want to make their plays, and that's just a fantastic tackle there from Matt Liu. Misses the first. He makes the first contact though. And then number 35, Caden Butt, is able to finish it off.
You know, make sure Brettag does not get anything on that screen play. Thought it might have gone to Ello on the play, but Nothacker able to get it outside on the screen. Caden Butt still down on the field. Might just be some leg cramps. Trainer helping him out a little bit. So on this possession, who do you think for the Naperville North Huskies is going to be the most crucial player to stop on this offensive drive here?
Well, this might seem like the obvious, clear answer, but you absolutely know it's going to be Willard Bello.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I almost
Story of
want
the
to say
running
something
backs.
different. I want to say something different. I want to say it's going to be Finian Brettag. I want to say it's Jack Zitko, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Naperville North, especially up a score, not a ton of time to play in the 4th. I mean, definitely a solid chunk, but I mean, I just think they're going to run the ball here. I mean, maybe not 3rd and 5, they're probably going to need to go to the air, but if they can convert here, I mean, they are just going to try to chew as much time off that clock as they can.
Nothacker with Ello next to him. Nothacker
Get him.
looks, and
There
he
we
is
go.
wrapped up at about the, looks like the 12-yard line.
That's a great play there. Waldorf there again. Huge presence on defense tonight. A ton of tackles. And it looks like it's going to force the Naperville North punt team out. Huge stop there for the Cats.
Carlson Geist able to make the catch, but not able to get much yards after the catch on that play. And it'll bring up 4th and 5 with a little bit over 8 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Can't tell who for the Cats is set back to receive. I would assume
blocked.
Farmakis takes the fair catch. Farmakis sets the Cats up to start at about the 48, I want to say.
Yeah. All right. I mean, great field position. I mean, you're already almost in Husky territory. What I think, I mean, at this point in the game, I feel like you want to score relatively quick, but I mean, yeah, I 100% actually think that's a move for them. I think if they can score a quick touchdown, they've been forcing turnovers all night. They want to get that ball back for that game-winning score. I think this game is 100% in reach for the Cats. I feel like they can definitely come out and win this game over Naperville North, I think.
Yeah, they need to take that lead back over the Huskies. They scored first with 3:16 left to go in the first half. Let's see if they can put another touchdown on the screen on this possession.
Go.
They hand it off to Weaver. Weaver gets about halfway to the first down, it looks like. Maybe 4 yards on the play. Looks like it's stopped by number 40, Drew Murphy, on the play. Nick Ori subs into the game for Waldorf. Waldorf coming off the field. We saw that injury he had earlier in the game. We know what an impact he can make on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But now Wallace has three receivers to his right.
Maybe late hit there. Oh, is Rohrbach hurt? Come on.
Looks like Rohrbach could not bring in the catch, but he looks like he's getting up all right. Could not bring in the catch.
Yeah, took kind of a big hit to the rib cage there. Looks like he's going to come off.
This is a pivotal third down for the Wildcats here. They need to convert this just to get something to spark up their offense once again, get into the end zone. They already have good field position from that punt.
Yeah. I mean, it's third in the chunk here. This is, like we've seen, 6 yards in this type of football game is no small task right now.
Once again, pressure by Hill. Hill blowing up plays once again, causing havoc for Trevor Wallace. Gabriel Hill certainly said his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great play. There are Wildcat coordinators up there in the booth. Coach Magnuson up there, one of the coaches we interviewed today. I'm sure they're not having the best time right now. Cats to punt once again.
But big props to our Wildcat Productions cameramen.
Absolutely. They do a pretty professional job. Game looks amazing.
Wildcats gonna have to punt here. Punt, it looks like it went out of bounds. Jack Zitko was trying to receive, but it went out of bounds. And now the Huskies offense is gonna come back on. Cats offense trying to stop them once again. It's been hard for them so far in this grueling game.
I mean, yeah, this is...
They're gonna have to stop them pretty quick here if they want.
I mean, I think they have him. They really do. Great run there.
William Ello. Seriously been saying his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
he's all over the place.
Feels like for Naperville North, it's been two guys. The whole game has been two guys. It's been Willem Ello and Gabriel Hill. That's their entire offense is run through Ello, just pounding this Libertyville defense.
Yep, being able to tear holes in that Wildcats run defense. They've got Nothacker in the backfield here. Two receivers to his left, and they give it to Ello, trying to get around the corner, but Nick Ori puts a stop to that.
It's going to be a flag on that play, but that is almost 100% offensive holding. You can see it from up here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Should be going back.
Another thing I really want to give credit to Elo, though, however, he doesn't need his offensive line to do a ton of work
on the offense.
I mean,
10-yard
the
penalty
line is
taken from the spot of the foul.
Smallest slivers
Second down.
Through. Just any opportunity he gets, he's leaping through that crack.
Yeah, for sure. He finds the smallest gap in that offensive line, and he squeezes his way through those Cats defenders, able to punish the Cats for giving up those holes on the Naperville North offensive line. Second and 14 for the Huskies here.
Come on now.
Deep in their own territory, they hand it off. Looks like to Zitko.
Flips.
Zitko does a backflip.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That is crazy. Yeah, I don't know how he's still quite on his feet after that one. It looked like he got flipped onto his back. Zitko takes a sweep, moves out to his right, and just gets flipped by Dylan Dowdy there. Does a somersault in the air. Don't know if Dowdy quite meant to do that, but was able to trip him up. Good play there from the Cats. 3rd and 15. Another fantastic defensive possession.
It looked like he did a flip based off of his own power. Dowdy barely touched him.
Oh, they're going Aaron deep. No, not even
Looks
close.
downfield. Nothacker is way off. Faze all over that coverage right there. Huskies looking for the flag. Don't try that. There was nothing there.
Come on, Cats. Let's go.
Cats showing great resilience here.
I mean, yeah, just so much credit to Coach Magnuson and the Cats defense. They have done, like, dare I say, almost a perfect job tonight stopping this Naperville North offense.
Once again, we want to remind you guys, September 12th, Friday night on Marquee Network, Wildcat Productions will be broadcasting the Stevenson versus Libertyville game. Should be a great one.
That is going to be absolute fireworks. You know that Stevenson LHS rivalry can get a little chippy. You know, they had definitely some, I wouldn't say competitive games last year because I think we blew them out pretty good, but I'd say emotionally charged games. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Punt here from John Riordan.
Varmakis receiving the punt. Puts the Cats at about the 40-yard line, already in Husky territory. You know, there's quite a debate on what's the bigger rivalry, Libertyville versus Lake Forest or Libertyville versus Stevenson.
I know.
You can make
Definitely
an argument for either.
In every sport even. Oh, there's Bunick checked into the game. Takes a rush. I mean, Bunick is definitely a weapon with his legs. I mean, kind of has a, don't want to get too excited, but a little bit of a Josh Allen-like build, you know? But
yeah.
That was a good run there from him. He's super quick. He's really fast, really strong. I am curious to see as why Wallace is not checked into the game right now. I wonder if that wrist is still bothering him. Another draw.
Bunick using his legs again. On the very first play we saw Bunick using his legs, got a big chunk of yardage. On his very first snap, using his legs once again here on first down. Brings up 2nd down. Bunick trying to get past those those Husky linebackers.
Oh no.
And that play gets blown up.
Yeah, I think Naperville North knew it was coming there. As soon as the ball was snapped, they were all over Brady Bunick. I mean, that was 3 QB draws in a row. So, I mean, I think they're a little bit scared to go to the air again, especially with Bunick in. I mean, no disrespect to him. I don't think that last interception was quite his fault. I definitely think there was some miscommunication with the receiver, but I mean, I think they have to go to the air here. It's 3rd and 9. You just lost 4 yards. Look for Williams or Ori.
And at least you have the safety blanket of Jack Zabin in your back pocket. If you can't convert.
Oh, he got it. He caught that ball.
Cats say he made the catch.
He caught that ball. Wow. Williams.
And they'll give him the catch. Brock Williams with the catch. Wow. What a snag by the tight end, Brock Williams.
I mean, from up here, as soon as that ball hit his hands, I was thinking, oh no, that's incomplete. But he was able to keep tapping the ball in the air. See, Bunick rolls right. Risky pass to Williams here, you know. Defenders all over him, but, you know, they have that trust in him. Fumbles with it, falls on the ground, grabs it on the ground. That is really good focus there from Williams, able to bring that ball in. Gives the Cats the first.
Remarkable by Brock Williams here. Bunick in the backfield by himself. Not able to get much. There was Husky defenders all over him. Helmet came off.
Wow. Good from Munich there. I mean, and good from the Naperville North defense. Munich able to take 2 defenders with him, a couple extra yards, but you could see the way Naperville North just even set up that play. They were expecting that draw. They had an extra man kind of leaked around their defensive line, prepared for Munich to break that edge.
And we see Munich coming off the field here. Wallace going to step into the game. Now you're definitely in field goal range for Jack Zabin. He was 3 for 3 last week. So if the Cats aren't able to get into the end zone here, at least they have that safety blanket of Zabin. Wallace again in the backfield. Bad snap. Wallace.
Come on. Yes.
Looking.
Great play.
Caught.
That is so big. And like you said, yes, they do have that safety blanket with Zabin, but you have 2:28 left in the game. I mean, sure, you can rely on that defense all you want because they've been making stops all night long, but I think the Cats need to score here.
They have to score
no matter
here,
what.
no doubt
It's
about
4-down territory. 3rd, and I believe 1 to go. Cats need to convert.
Wallace able to recover after the bad snap. Brock Williams working this defense to a T.
This. Tush push. Come on.
3rd and 1.
Oh, God. He might not have gotten
Something must have happened on the snap. They're going to call him.
They're going to give him the first. It looks like they gave him the first there. Ref motion, first down.
Official has given Trevor Wallace the first down.
That's big. That is super big. I mean, that play looked like it kind of got messed up there.
I thought there was a bad snap at first.
Munich took the snap and he didn't move forward right away. Got a little bit nervous, but
excuse me, they gave Munich the first down, not Wallace.
You were able to drag him forward. That was a must convert there for the Cats, and they were able to get it done.
Yeah. Brings up 1st and 7 for the Wildcats here in the red zone. They've got Munich in the backfield looking, seeing nothing.
Oh, good
makes
move.
a man miss, makes another man miss. Using his legs. Helmet comes off again. 2nd time on this drive.
Is there something wrong with his helmet?
They need to put some duct tape
yeah,
on there.
Seriously. 2 times in the same drive, helmet coming off. Tighten that up.
Just shows the physicality of Brady Munich, not afraid to put his shoulder down and truck a guy to get into the end zone.
No kidding. Look at this play. Look at that mobility from your quarterback. Plows through some guys. His head did not hit the ground soft.
Nope. Wallace in the game now. 2nd and 4.
I would think you want Aiden Weaver here. Nah, looks like Lucas Melton. Okay. We can hear Cats from the sideline calling for a timeout.
Budge going to call a timeout here.
All right, this is scary hours for the Cats, definitely. I mean, like you said, they need to punch this ball in. It is an absolute necessity to put 7 on the board, maybe give the team a shot at overtime, maybe a stop, and then even 1 more possession to score to win the game.
Yeah, for sure. Now the question is, if they score on this possession, do they go for the 2-point conversion, or do they take the extra point and trust their defense to stop Naperville North?
Absolutely. I mean, if they're playing to win the game, then, I mean, go for it. But personally, if I was the coach out there, you have Zabin. He's money every time. You know he's not going to miss that extra point. And then, again, like I said, absolute 100% faith in our defense to stop Naperville North. I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to be able to get the ball back with probably barely any time on the clock, seeing as there's just 1:15 left in this game. But, I mean, defense can definitely get a stop to force overtime.
But first things first, they have to get a touchdown. They have to get into that black and orange painted rectangle right there. Put 6 on the board. You can see Ori in the huddle right there. Trying to talk to them, set them up for a good play. They're going to have Nick Ori on the right side of the field here. Looks like they're going to have Weaver in the backfield behind Wallace.
Come on now.
Trevor Wallace takes the snap, hands it off to Weaver. Weaver tries to get to the outside.
Gosh, it's a great play.
Can't get there.
Swarmed there by Naperville North.
Weaver gets
Bunick checks back in.
maybe 1 yard.
I wonder if they're thinking they want to run this ball with Bunick. Weaver limping off to the sideline. Hopefully he's 100% okay.
Jacob Sy and Bunick come into the game. Clock winding down. Almost 40 seconds left to go in regulation here. Cats are going to have to get a play off quick. Bunick, we know the damage he can do on the ground with his legs. Let's see what they do. Bunick tries to run it in.
Through.
He gets in. Touchdown!
Yes, come on, Cats. Huge play.
Wildcat touchdown. 13-14 with 26.8 left in this game.
Absolutely huge for Bunick. As soon as he checked in the game, you knew that they were going. He gets the snap, takes the QB draw, plows through 2 defenders, and just keeps those legs churning, stretches over the goal line. That is a huge play from Brady Bunick.
Now here's the tricky question.
Oh, wow. Wait, are they seriously? Oh, my God.
Are they going to go for 2 or are they going to take the kick?
Okay, looks like they're going to take the kick. I think that's a smart choice. I mean, all pressure on Jack Zabin here. This is a huge kick.
Probably the smart decision to go with.
Nerve-wracking here.
Jack Zabin.
There we go.
It is up and it is good.
Ice cold from Zabin. Good
Game
stuff.
is tied up. 26.8 left in the first quarter. A touchdown by Brady Bunick.
So big from the Cats. I know the viewers at home obviously don't know this, but Max and I are taking the ACT tomorrow morning, and this game going to overtime. We're very happy it's getting pretty exciting, but we're on the job pretty late tonight. Then. Good stuff from Zabin, ice cold.
I'd rather do this than the ACT.
Yeah, no kidding.
They're going to have Zabin kick it off. Looks like they're going to have Bretag back near the end zone to try and receive the kickoff as well.
I don't even think they should
as Zitko.
I don't even think. I mean, you got barely any time left in the game. Cats wanted to stay solid on special teams. I don't even want to put the ball in Bretag's hands right now. Give him a chance to, like, even take it back.
Either of them, really.
Yeah, either
of them are so explosive. Just run that clock down. Send it into OT.
This looked like he is going to take the touch. Okay, that's good for the Cats. And yeah, no way Naperville North is going to be able to move the ball down enough.
A little under 27 seconds left to go in regulation. They're going to have 3 receivers to Not Thackers left here on first down. Looking to pass maybe, or maybe just wind down the clock. Fakes the handoff. They get it to Carlson Geist. Runs out of bounds, stops the clock with 22 remaining.
22 seconds to go about 80 yards right now. Don't think that's happening.
We see
I have,
crazier.
but I don't think the Cats are going to let that happen right now. I mean, all they've been really worried about is the run game tonight. I don't think Naperville North is going to have the guts to really try to go for it with just 20 seconds left here.
Ello in the backfield. Hands it off to Ello. Ello getting a few here. Looks like they get
get
about
ready for overtime
3
here.
maybe. Just running down the clock. And it looks like we are going to send it to OT here. That is regulation here in Libertyville.
One thing I'm not quite sure of is, I'm not sure if you know this, Max, but is there's going to be a coin flip at the start, right, to decide possession, or will Naperville North retain possession? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay, we'll have to see. I mean, yeah, it's going to be first score is going to decide this game, so high pressure moment now for both teams. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a coin flip. I see the captains.
Captains running out
yeah,
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Miles Bateski, Eric Waldorf, Sawyer Kapala. Great leaders on this team heading out for the coin flip, it looks like. Man, I bet that touchdown felt great after that long and grueling third and fourth quarter.
Huge release of emotions and big relief for the Cats also. They were definitely fired up after that Buick rush.
We could hear the student section all the way from up here in the booth. It's pretty loud here at Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex.
Would you go heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Tails never fails. Okay. We'll see what the Cats do here. Still no play yet. Both teams on the sideline. Only Trudler on the field right now for the Cats. Budge clarifying something with the refs. Yeah, maybe they're confused about these OT rules just as we are. And one more time, we're going to remind you guys, next Friday, September 12th, the Cats versus Stevenson broadcasted on Marquee Sports Network.
Be there.
Huge news for the whole school. Yeah, be there. Tune in on Wildcat Productions. Tune in on Marquee. Make sure you're watching. It is going to be a fun one.
Both leaders for these teams coming out to decide the coin toss. You know, Jathan, heading into this overtime, if the Cats win the coin toss, what do you expect from them into this first offensive possession?
I mean, I think that's that's a tough question, because the whole game they've been playing, I'd say, rather passively, and like it's now, do they want to switch into a more aggressive, like really push the ball downfield, risk a turnover? I don't know if they want to do that. I think they're going to play still conservatively. They're going to run the ball. They're going to go to their screen passes, but I don't know. It's going to be a tough decision for the coaching staff. I think if they want to just really go out, end this game quick, put Naperville North to sleep, but I don't know. I think this is going to be just as competitive as an overtime as it's been the entire game.
Yeah, for sure. Cats, I would say, certainly have the momentum here coming off the Buick touchdown.
Absolutely agree.
Don't want to take their foot off the gas now. No signal on who won the toss yet.
All right, captain's coming off. Not sure who is going to be receiving the kick yet.
Referee still conferring at the center of the field. Don't know what's going on here.
While we wait, we can talk a little bit more about some other LHS sports activities. Like it was said on the flag broadcast, the girls tennis team competing on Saturday, tomorrow, at the Friend Invitational. And girls volleyball team has started off with a 5-2 record. They got third place in the Crosstown Classic last week, hosted at LHS. They lost to Friend Wednesday in straight sets, but they are looking to bounce back tomorrow at the Grays Lake Central Invite.
And during band camp, the Marching Wildcats raised over $6,600 for the Mothers Trust Foundation, a Lake County charity helping women and children in emergency situations. The Marching Wildcats will be performing in the magnificent Mile Lights Festival Parade this November. Marching down Michigan Avenue in Chicago.
It's a good gig. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the college. Okay.
They have Elo,
Yeah.
first play, gets into the end zone.
So I think this is what this is. I didn't know they implemented this in the high school game, but it looks like it's going to be the college format where they have multiple possessions, I believe starting around the 10-yard line. So I think the Cats, they're going to kick the extra point, and then the Cats are going to get the ball back, a chance to score.
They have to score on this
Yeah,
play.
they have
if
to
they
score.
don't get it, they lose.
I'm not. Do they have to score on the single play, the exact play?
I think they have to
That
score.
is really unfortunate. Okay.
I think they do have to score,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, the new overtime rules are a bit confusing, but we'll work through them with you. Block that. Okay, laced it. Okay, big possession here for the Cats. They need it. Got to be clutch. Max, where do you think they're going to go here?
I mean, it's hard to say anyone else than Aiden Weaver here. He's been named, certainly we've called the most here on the ground. Aiden Weaver able
I mean,
to
think about
give that spark to their offense.
how risky was that? If they really do have to score on that first play, like, that's risky of Naperville North to go to Elo there. I mean, that is just like a super gutsy call, but I would think, I mean, Weaver, obviously, but I think they got to look for Williams here. I mean, I think we've seen him run that out route to him a few times. Hopefully they can just get one of their guys the ball here, get this ball in the end zone. tie this
Williams
game up.
certainly able to go up and make a play, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
We've
This is where
seen
you
that
just gotta
from
have
him a
full
couple
trust in your
times
guys.
tonight. And to have Waldorf and Bunick out here, really, wow.
I mean,
Bunick got the
haven't seen that
touchdown.
tonight.
Bunick gets the overtime down. They have Williams and Ori to the left. Bunick might keep it. Bunick looking for something. He's not going to get anything. Bunick is
Oh
going
my
to go
God,
down.
his
Helmet's
helmet
coming
again.
off again.
Yeah, I don't think they have to score right away. I think they get a possession. I think,
Not sure how it works.
yeah, I think each team does get one possession again. But yeah, it looks like they're gonna have 4 downs to try and score.
So 2nd and 11 here for the Wildcats.
Bunick, that QB draw, seen that a few times. Breaks the first tackle, but then just gets swarmed. Nothing he can really do there.
Huskies seem to be tired of seeing Brady Bunick run all
Please
over
start
them.
the play clock. 40-second play clock.
Okay, looks like Wallace and Weaver are back in the game. Got to think they're going to the air here with Wallace back in.
3 receivers to Wallace's left. He's got Williams to his right. He steps out of the pocket. He throws
Oh no.
out of bounds, facing pressure
2
once
plays.
again.
2 plays. Cats got to get in the end zone or this game is over.
You have to score on this possession.
Cats need it. They got to be clutch. I mean, Wallace and Bunick are just swapping out left and right. Bunick is back in the game with Aiden Weaver.
Trying to decide who gives them the best opportunity to go out
Yeah.
and make a play.
I mean, with Bunick in, it makes me think they're going to try and run the ball again. I'm not sure, but I mean, 3rd and 11, I really think you got to go to the air here. I
You
don't
have
think they
to,
can
right?
risk. Yeah, you have to. I don't think
It's
they
too
can
long
risk
for
another
a
short
draw,
game.
I would say.
For sure.
We have timeout.
All right. Cats are going to take a timeout here.
Libertyville.
Cats in the huddle trying to draw something up here.
Cats
Feeling the
fought
nerves.
so hard to claw back to make this a tie
know.
game. At the end of regulation, it would just be so heartbreaking to come out with a loss
Yeah,
here.
it would really suck. And especially, in my eyes, I feel like the Cats have like been right there the whole game. It's like
Yeah.
they just can't give it over this just little point to get past it because I really think that they have Naperville North. But North has, I mean, you got to give them all the credit. They have been
Yeah. Credit where
spectacular on
credit's due.
defense. William Elo has been really, really good. So, Yeah, Cats got to make something happen.
They have Bunick and Weaver in the backfield. They have Ori to his right, 3 receivers to his left. Bunick looking to throw, gets outside of the pocket.
He's got to get rid of the ball.
Gabriel Hill somehow stays up.
Oh my God.
Will launch it.
Get it.
It's caught.
No, he dropped it. He dropped it.
He dropped the ball.
Oh my God, that was an unreal play from Bunick.
Bunick somehow got away from Gabriel Hill. And make another man miss. Somehow got out the throw, but cannot complete the catch. That would have been spectacular. We take another look at the previous play here. Gets away from Hill. Makes another man miss. Throws mid-tackle. Throws it up.
They got to get this play off.
They got to go. Bunick looking to throw once again. Pocket collapsing quickly. Escapes the pocket. And he goes down.
That's going to do it.
And it looks like that's going to be game. Wildcats going to take home a loss here tonight. Naperville North Huskies win over the Libertyville Wildcats 21-14. We take a look on that final play here. I mean, Jathan, you just see the pocket collapsing here.
Yeah.
Even with Hill falling down,
I mean,
just brutal.
That's super tough. I mean, there's just nothing Bunick could really do there. Tried to get out, tried to find an open receiver, but that is a super tough loss for the Cats. I mean, incredibly competitive game, super physical, really impressive. I'm super impressed with the defenses for both teams. I think they really put on a show.
You can tell that both of these teams really gave it their all tonight, put a lot of their effort in to making plays here tonight. Just could not get it done for the Wildcats here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I think the Cats can definitely learn from this.
So both teams will move to 1-1 on the season.
Yeah.
And we want to give a special thanks to all of our Wildcat Productions crew. You see our production room down there, our directors and camera workers. We want to give a special thanks to Ryder Allen, one of the GOATs. Thank you to all of our camera members. You see all of our broadcasting crew.
Yeah. Camera crew did a fantastic job tonight. Broadcast was really, really solid. Not the ending we all wanted tonight, but
remember, check us out, Wildcat Productions, on the 12th on Marquee Network. It's going to be a great game. Stevenson at Libertyville, 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, I wonder if you guys have heard that enough tonight. All right, well, we thank you all for tuning in tonight. We will see you guys all next week for some more Wildcat football. Shores and Nickerson signing off.